I will take firstly the lady over there in the white jacket, please.
Thank you. I'm Fiona Harvey from the Financial Times. My question is how you can calculate that the economic cost of climate change is $125 billion a year and that 300 million people are affected. How can you separate from that what is down to climate change and what could be down to natural weather events and natural variation in the weather? Thanks.
Yes, Mr. Andreasen, perhaps, to start with.
Thank you. That's a very good question. It's important to understand that what the report does, it compiles and aggregates data from a range of published and incredible sources, and close to 90% of the human impact that we demonstrate in the numbers around seriously affected people and lives lost are not due to weather-related disasters, but to gradual onset environmental degradation, such as reducing crop yields and access to water and issues like that. So 90% of the impact we see is attributable to health impacts like malnutrition, diarrhea, and vector-borne diseases like malaria. This data comes from the World Health Organization Global Burden of Disease study, and you'll see last week the Lancet put out an extensive survey using similar data and similar sources. The 10% of these numbers that do come out is related to weather-related disasters. The report makes an attribution of 40% of the increase in weather-related disasters over the past 25 years. It attributes that to climate change after subtracting what has been the natural variability in other natural disasters like earthquakes to correct for uncertainties in monitoring and counting of disasters. So in doing that, the report does choose one approach in an area where there's not yet a global consensus on how best to attribute weather-related disasters. It tries to do that using the best available data on the frequency of disasters, and it tries to do it in a very transparent way so that it's clear what we do, and we seek to validate it both by having a strong review panel challenge the methodology and by validating against recent studies about regional studies looking at the attribution of weather-related disasters to climate change. That is all described in quite a lot of detail in the notes on methodology, and we're happy to clarify further if that can be helpful.